Hey there! It's the podcast where I, Fiona Frawley, show Duane Doogan, a man, that there's more to life than sports socks, Funko Pops, and Stereophonics mugs from 1999. This is Men Welcome. But were you going to say, is it our first time wearing Crocs together?
Crocs and shorts.
Basically sex in itself. We are having sex right now. See, mine actually don't really fit me when I put them in sport mode. They get a little bit tight up the top. And I know you love sport mode. As you were holding our baby this morning, I mean, you were wearing your other Crocs, your furry Crocs. Mm-hmm. But I wanted to film you and then pan down because you were holding him and it was really cute. And then pan down and one Croc was in sport mode, one the other way.
Yeah, the bedroom Crocs. The bedroom Crocs? The slipper Crocs.
Let's call them what they are. They're bedroom Crocs.
The slipper Crocs, one of them is quite loose.
Really? Oh, lovely. Keep that in, definitely.
The lever.
Really?
I think you can tighten it, surely. Every time I wear them, I'm like, you can probably tighten it, and then I just leave it at that.
I'm sure there's a special Croc little wrench. It feels like it's going to come off, or it's like...
Well, if I'm going up and down the stairs, I feel it loose.
Oh, because I thought as well...
You bought cheap Crocs for me.
They were the genuine article. I'll tell you, they're a real deal. But I was thinking, if I did take that video of you earlier, it would be a good video, baby's face not in it, but still a bit of personality. Because I never ever thought I would be the woman who puts an emoji over her baby's face. But now I'm like, you kind of do have to, because we made the decision. Mm-hmm. He just goes up on close friends. And then if anyone who I kind of know replies and is like, oh my God, so cute, I'll send them a picture of him in Instagram DM, which they probably didn't ask for. And they're probably like, yeah, whatever, baby's a baby. And
my friend Emma was like, show me his face.
I put her on my close friends.
She's on my close friends, but maybe I hadn't done close friends.
Show me the baby's face.
This was very early on.
Come into the light.
She's seen him by there.
Do you know what that's from?
What?
Come into the light. Beauty and the Beast, when Belle first has to stay at Beast's castle and he's hiding away because he's a beast, obviously. So he's like, you'll stay in the West Tower. And she's like, come into the light. And then
and he's all like...
He's like, but I'm shy.
I haven't shaved today.
He's like, hey, Belle, you catching me unawares.
And she's like, bestiality's my thing.
She's like, I like a furry.
Is that where bestiality comes from? With her shagging the beast?
Exactly.
Beauty and the bestiality.
Beauty and the dirty shagger. But so the emojis on the face, I didn't think I'd do that, but now you do have to.
Yeah.
But as well, I kind of think when you put an emoji on, that people are going to be like, and I'm sure they are, be like, who's your one? No one cares about your baby. Babies look the same. Why are you putting an like, oh, you think your baby's really something? And obviously I do.
I'm cautious, sorry. I'm cautious. There's a lot of balls going on there.
My goodness.
But I'm cautious that if I hold the pillow here, it just looks like I'm naked.
You have an erection because we spoke about the beast.
It looks like I'm naked.
I've got my own beast right here, okay, ladies?
I need a bit of short showing to show that this isn't just covering.
Yeah. No, let's
what we'll
just
do
say,
is we'll put up a clip and people will be like, where the fuck are your man's pants?
Well, I'm glad that you've leaned into a new wardrobe silhouette, in the sense that you've gone for shorter shorts, which I think is good, because the ones just above the knee, they're not very flattering for anyone, even though I know they're kind of a thing now, these Bermuda, the ugliest, longest shorts possible for women.
No, but I just have sports shorts.
Well, yeah, but these are a little bit slutty, which I think is nice. You said yesterday, oh, are these okay to wear to the family barbecue? Are they a bit short?
Yeah, because you call them
get
slutty.
Them fucking out.
Why am I the one who's dressing slutty?
I know. Well, I actually, speaking of dressing for the family barbecue, I am nervous at the moment because, when your nipples show a little bit, for a woman's world.
Do I know that for the woman?
Do you know the phenomenon of when a woman's nipples show a little bit through your t-shirt?
Are you going to talk about your wonky nipples?
Yeah. So
It does look like
Could you see them yesterday at the barbecue?
You can see them every day.
Could you see? Were they there? All with my brother-in-law. Everything.
Were they at the barbecue?
So my dad and brother-in-law saw the wonky nipples.
You had your tits out at the barbecue.
Oh, because I'm breastfeeding.
I won't worry if your wonky nipples are at a shot.
No, it's way worse when you're breastfeeding a baby. It's beautiful, it's natural. People kind of turn away in a delicate way. But when
your dad doesn't turn away in a delicate way.
He's like, he's on draft again. He's like,
oh.
He's on it again. He's on the tit again. We take him out.
When your uncles came to visit and you started breastfeeding, the two of them were like, almost fighting each other to who could look the furthest away.
Well, that's fine. That's as it should be. I thought I'd
It
be.
was like you took them by surprise.
It is always a surprise when you get your tit out at the family gathering, but also it's what has to happen.
You can call it natural, but people got mad at me.
I know. Well, I do think you should give it more.
These
of a
burgers
go.
are delicious.
How else do I show my appreciation? Nips out for summer, but so
Okay, if I can't take my nipples out, are you serving hot dogs? Pass me a bun.
I'll tell you where I want mine. Oh no.
Too far.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
That was like I saw it in your eyes. You knew it was too far.
Yeah, but I'm trying to bring content to the podcast.
So sorry,
And sometimes you're trying to speak quicker than your
you're saying
brain
that you
works.
want your mother was serving this food or your brother-in-law and
Brother-in-law cooked because my mom said, "Let's have a barbecue." I don't know how to use it. You have to do it, which I love. I love that energy.
But you were like, stick it in my arse, mother/brother-in-law.
You're the one who started saying you were going to get your nipples out. For
I was going
a sausage.
I was going to put my dick in a bun.
Well, why is something else? Why is it worse if it goes up the other way? Homophobic?
No, it's because I'm not blood related.
Oh, right. That's where we draw the line. You're so right. But
No, sorry. On that topic, your mum's like, "Oh, we're gonna have a barbecue. Let's let Rory cook your
Rory,
brother-in-law,
first name mention on the pod. Hey, yeah.
married to your sister,
Vanessa.
And I've got two feelings about that.
Yeah.
When I saw him cooking everything yesterday, one, he did a great job, but two, I was like, oh, I don't have to do it.
Well, you weren't really considered.
But then,
are you offended by that?
But then that's the other feeling. It's like, oh,
They don't even want me to try.
I was like, well, if they weren't going to ask your dad, it was like, right, we'll ask one of the lads.
Yeah.
But it seems like they didn't ask one of the lads.
They asked the grill master, who happens to be in our midst. To be fair, they have a barbecue. They physically have a barbecue in their possession, whereas you don't. So maybe that's why. Does that make you feel better?
I didn't think... No, but like, I loved that I didn't have to do it.
Of course. But you just want to be considered, maybe.
Yeah.
I know. It's hard. Well, maybe for the next barbecue.
I'm not really good at dancing, but you can still invite me to the ball.
Exactly. You're talking yourself up for it now. To be fair, the food decision was made for you because my mum was like, okay, does everyone want to come over? The babies, because my sister just had a baby as well. The whole family. We're going to have, she said, we'll sit out the back garden. So
you mentioned barbecue to me.
I assumed it was barbecue because it was like, we'll sit out the back.
So then when she came over and goes, oh, it'll be fun. I goes, yeah, I can't wait for barbecue. And she went, oh.
She goes, well, before you'd come downstairs then, she goes, does Duane like lasagna? And I was like, you know he doesn't. You're asking me that because you know he doesn't. He doesn't like any all-in-one baked dish that's practical.
She wanted on the hottest day yesterday when even the dog's balls were sweating and she's a girl dog and whatever she had got chopped off. And she was going to fucking go, here, who wants a fucking big dish of lasagna?
I mean, I'd always eat it. The cheese at the top sweating in the sun. I would have it. But we made a decision based on your
We'd all just be sitting there just like... It wouldn't be just the two boys in front of you that are leaking. Every pore out of us.
I do think the nips, on that note, you pointed at my nipples to say it wouldn't but just be them leaking.
Yeah, I have to use two fingers to point at your nipples.
Because they're so far apart. You have to use two hands.
They're in different directions.
They aren't. Yeah, I'm sorry if you can see them right now. But basically what I was trying to say way earlier was I'd love to do like the Rachel Geller, like nips always like peeking out through the t-shirt.
That's what I'm talking about.
But mine point in such different directions. They're on different planets. Like they are completely on different like.
As someone who can see them, when you parade around the house, correct?
I
verb.
do parade, yeah.
They're not pointing in different directions. They're
on different floors of the house.
Yeah, that is the thing.
Completely different.
Like one's over here and one's up there, and I'm like,
One's on a flight to Lanzarote.
Is Fiona leaning? I'm like, no, she's perfectly upright. I'm like, well, what's going on then? What is going on? And it's funny. It looks like, and it's weird that this would be a thing, but it looks like you've been drawn by a child or something.
Oh my God.
Do you know?
Girl, that body, you look like you were drawn by someone in senior infants.
We should...
not mention child and the body.
No, but we should have a word with that child being like, look, maybe you should just draw Power Rangers.
Yeah, maybe just draw an even pair of tits. But that's why I just have to be careful whenever I'm in a t-shirt. Not even necessarily in the summer. I thought it went because I went and did my first gig, Postpartum, on Wednesday in Unshaw. It was fun, question mark. I did ask an audience member if she'd given birth vaginally. So that's kind of what I was doing.
I think that's going to be a prominent part of your set going forward.
It will. Well, like it just feels it's a big part of me now.
Where do you shove your hot dogs, and where did your baby come out of?
Exactly. Very important questions. But I was like, my nips, they are showing through my little cardigan. So I had to wear like a big denim jacket because I was like, they're wonky and also they could leak.
They're wonky and they know it. They really want to show it.
They're creepy
leaking.
and they're kooky. Fiona's titties. Sorry.
Riddle-a-dum.
But like,
We could have come up with better lyrics.
we could, but we were trying to do something quickly. So if I ever am out in a t-shirt and I don't really like to wear a really thick bra, I'll have to be in front of the mirror for ages adjusting to make sure that the nipples are in the right, that they're even. But because I'm breastfeeding, it's coming in, it's coming out, it's yo-yoing all about, so I can't keep any track of it. So it was only when I got home from the family barbecue yesterday that I was like, these wonky nipples were probably the most prominent feature of the family barbecue.
Yeah,
And we all had a lovely day. But
one was
like,
chatting to your dad, the other one was checking on the baby.
oh my God. And the baby was upstairs.
Yeah.
Having a sleep. Anyway, so that's an issue that I face.
Yeah.
What was the? Oh yeah, your nipples leaking more in the sun. I was out a few weeks ago for a walk with Bobby, my friend Helen, and her little girl Sadie.
Sorry.
And
I thought you were like, out with Bobby, my friend.
Bobby is my friend and lover. No, sorry.
I wasn't going
Say the baby
to
is my
bring this up.
boyfriend. I say, I can't help it. I always thought that I'd be like, you know, when you're like, God, how do boy moms raise such a, like, create such a toxic environment? And now when I look at my perfect little son, I can't help it. I'm just like,
You keep
you're
saying,
my boyfriend.
we are in a relationship and we're going to run away together.
I'm like, you're going to marry me. It's so bad. I'll stop once he can understand stuff. But I hope his first words are, will you marry me?
If I went over
Mommy.
and I started just every day going, hey, baby, you're a little fucking prick. Would you? Wait.
Apparently
Wait.
dads do that. I've heard about it on Reddit threads.
What?
That genuinely, the women on Reddit being like, I've overheard my husband a few times, like saying quite like nasty things to my baby, being like, you're a fucking little shit. And
was
like,
just
I don't
having
know.
fun.
I know, but I don't know if it's like an intrusive thought or if they're like, I'll just try this before he can understand. Apparently it's a thing.
See, my most intrusive thought is wanting to give him bacon.
I know, but I say I'll want it soon.
Well, actually, it'd be less harmful to call him a prick.
He's a chunky boy.
But if you caught me
yeah,
calling him a prick every day, would you tell me to stop?
of course I would.
Then why are you waiting until he can understand you to stop saying that you're going to run away and have an incestual physical relationship?
Because it's nice.
For who?
Me.
He hasn't consented.
No, he hasn't. No, I'm obviously not romantically involved.
He doesn't
with
know
my
what the word
son.
yes is.
Can I go on the record and say I'm not in a romantic relationship with my son? But sometimes I just like to joke about it. That's all.
Don't think
now,
you're joking.
the nipples. Not good to talk about following on from what I've just had to say. So I was out for a walk. My friend Helen, her baby Sadie, we were sitting out having a coffee afterwards, and I was having to feed him. And it was kind of a sunny day, and I looked down, and it looked like a slip and slide situation. Like it looked like a water slide that, like, you know, in the pit when there was like the water slide accident,
Yeah.
and like they had the extra water was coming out because there was a fresh hole in the slide. It was like, and I don't now want to say the word squirt after what I've been talking about, but it was shooting out of me, pouring out of me a lot more than it does on a normal temperature day. So I think when it's warm, it flows a lot more freely.
Do you want to mute that?
What if I have an
Just mute that.
accent? Sorry.
Did it also look like Bobby had just eaten an entire dozen box of Krispy Kreme glazed donuts?
Yeah, because he has a little bit of a sheen on him after
Yeah.
he comes up from a feed.
And is this milk goes off quicker in the heat, so
get it down, you
and
Zulu warrior. Sorry, that's from In Betweeners. Do you remember?
yeah, but I like that you explain it because you're embarrassed and you're a bit nervous. You're like
I
Zulu
am
warrior.
so-
No, I have to state where this is
I'm
from.
so nervous to be in the podcast environment.
Well, yeah, given the couple of things that you've said today to your son, your brother-in-law, and your mother, and we're only about 12 minutes in.
I know I'm shy about what I've
Look,
done.
you're not in the right headspace. I understand. You've had quite a traumatic week. I didn't want to bring this up, but I had a little party planned for you.
Oh,
but that's been cancelled.
Oh.
Because last week you were in the running. You were nominated to become the Hot Press Irish Comedian of the Year.
Yes. Thank you to my fans. Yes, I was.
Now, speak into the mic now. But
Thank you to my fans.
Don't be taking the piss, but don't be smacking the mic either.
To all those people who said that what would happen if I didn't win, I guess we will know. Because I very much didn't.
Okay, yeah, and we can see why.
That was a Kanye West quote.
Well, I was gonna
reappropriated for this scenario.
I was going to ask, could we present you with the award on the podcast?
Yeah.
But turns out you were just pipped to the post.
Fuck's sake.
Tommy Tiernan, he beat you.
It's always been me and him neck and neck in the industry since 2000. It's been who's it going to be?
So yeah,
I
Tommy
also
Tiernan
have a joke about Africans running in a marathon.
Wow.
That's my main
You've got a couple
material.
You're going for today, aren't you?
Well, it would be his most famous joke. This guy Tommy, he's an up and comer, isn't he? I think that's one of his biggest jokes.
But you lost to Tommy, and a few other people finished ahead of you.
Go on.
Joanne McNally.
Oh,
Deirdre O'Kane.
I mean, who has had a bigger year? Who can say?
Emma Doran, Jason Byrne,
same amount of followers.
Aisling B.
What?
Gerald Farley, Tony Cantwell, Victoria Angeloni, Mike
Okay,
Rice.
come on.
No.
Me and
Sorry, no. These are just who finished ahead of you.
right.
Um,
Go on, keep going. So, did they go in order that far down?
Oh, they gave the top.
Because it's if it's coming I got 17th place in the Hot Press.
I think you got something like 17th.
17th?
No.
Who did I beat?
Oh,
how about that? Your research didn't go that far.
I think you beat.
You don't want to. You don't want to shout you don't want to call anyone out for finishing worse than Fiona Frawley in the Hot Press Comedian of the Year.
Look,
that's insulting.
It was just by the time I'd gotten to you, I had run out of paper, so I couldn't really write down who came after you. But
thank you for writing them all down, though. All the people that.
Yeah, I won't list the other 11. Martin Angola, Justine Stafford, Kevin McGahern, and Gerald Farley.
You already said him. Was he in it twice?
Yeah, he's been brilliant.
He has, to be fair. He's been the Southern Hemisphere version of him also placed because he's been in Australia touring.
You got 3 votes.
Oh my god! I wonder who they were from.
I don't know. No, I don't know how many votes you got. But
I'm if someone took the time to think of me and submit my name, thank you for that.
Yeah, and I like that vibe. Let's not.
I like that vibe. Shut the fuck up.
No, but let's not go with what would have your acceptance speech be. Can we just have your rejection or your conceding speech?
I just want to say to everyone who didn't vote for me for the Hot Press Comedian of the Year, you're completely justified.
I gotta say Irish comedian because let's be fair.
Irish Comedian of the Year, you are very much justified. I haven't been, shall I say, on it this year. I've been busy doing other things. I've had a baby. We're doing some work on the house. There's other stuff going on. But I promise that in 6 to 8 business years, I will be the comedian that you want me to be. And I will write some new jokes. And you will see me pounding that club circuit like a bat out of hell. Thanks.
And we'll sit here next year when you break into the top 20.
Oh my god, well that's the goal.
Yeah.
That is the goal. Where did you place in it out of interest?
I'm retired.
I
wasn't eligible.
Yeah.
No, it was them who told me I was retired. I was like, what?
Congrats on your retirement from comedy. Very good. Oh, I feel like I have sweat patches and everything.
Give us a look. No, you're good. Mm. That €9 deodorant sure is doing its job.
Deodorant has.
I did get a half price, but holy shit.
Well, yeah, I've never paid full price for deodorant. I always get the one on special, but it's hard when we do the one that's like a soapy bar of deodorant, and sometimes there's none of them on special.
Yeah, I think I've given up on the spray bottle.
Well, it's bad for the environment, and guess what? It's bad for you as well. And we want you to live as long as possible. You're a father.
I used to be mad into the spray bottle, and you'd spray everywhere, particularly your balls and your armpits.
They brought out new deodorant especially for that.
For what?
It's like you can use this one on your private parts.
No, but see that.
And your belly.
So you can use it, or it's like, this is for your balls. Because look, I'd be interested in the latter.
It's for your balls.
If there's a deodorant out there, they'd be like, we make sure your balls don't smell. I'd buy that product.
I'd be a bit worried, like, put some talc on them or something.
Talc?
Yeah, would that not kind of dry up the moisture?
At the end of a long day, I want a little air freshener down.
That's so bad for you.
Why?
Ever heard of maybe a shower instead? Just freshen up.
We're getting some work done in the house.
Reach the final form
They're
of freshening
going to be knocking down the bathroom.
I know, but I don't know. Get into the sink. Into the sink and give yourself a gentleman's
I've just been preparing
wash.
for that for several months.
That's true. You want to get into the mindset of, I'll have no shower, so I better.
Yeah, I want to acclimatise myself so that when we don't have a bathroom, I'm not going to miss it.
That's good.
Because you'll be running around stressing me like, oh, I stink. I'm like, I'm normal.
And I do stink. I'll just say quickly before we move on to other things. Have I talked too much about like postpartum kind of stuff today? Maybe. But I just want to say.
I am aware that I'm on camera.
You can say yeah, because we want men to listen to this. And I think there are 2 or 3 who listen. He's pretending to be asleep while I say this. I fucking stink. And I think it is a thing. Postpartum, I think it's your hormones, particularly if you're breastfeeding as well. I had seen people say it, that like you'll reek after pregnancy, and I was like, oh, it's not really going to happen to me. How bad do I smell? I've never had this kind of body odor.
Well, when you were in like pre-labor, they were like, okay, things we can do to encourage us along. It's like maybe you can get in the shower, and you're like, because that's probably not true. She just wants me to get into the shower because she thinks I'm a smelly bitch.
I was on
but she's a doctor.
I was on the labour ward before like going into labour proper. So I was in like pre-labour, whatever. And they were, because you're in a shared room, but just the curtains dividing you all, I can overhear what they're saying to everyone else as well. And like they say to everyone, get in the shower for yourself there, like get in the shower. Because it does help, to be fair, when you're in labour. Water helps, like that's why water birth is a thing and stuff. It eases the pain. But like they were saying to everyone, do you want to get in the shower first? And then when they said it to me, I was like, I have already had a shower because I'd gotten sick all over myself, and I had to go and have
you
a shower.
shouldn't have had a couple of pints the night before giving birth.
I shouldn't have. But then she was like, do you want to have a shower?
At the baby's head.
And she goes she goes to me,
I tried to pour it up there but it didn't work.
She was like
come on baby, drink your supper.
Well, it's not one, not. She was like,
Tutte.
Shout out, Tutte. She was like, get into the shower. And she was like, and take as long as you want in there. I don't pay the bills. And I was like, okay. So she's saying I fucking stink and that I need to like wash every part of me. I was paranoid that she was telling me to get in there because I smell. But yeah, I think it is just, it's a bit of a pain reliever. It's better than lying in the bed writhing in pain. It's good to get up and get into the shower if you can. And that's for all my mamas who are about to give birth. Get into the shower if you can. And I'm not saying it because you're a smelly bitch. You're not a smelly bitch now, but you probably will be after birth for quite a long time. And not a time to start trialing the natural deodorant.
Yeah, that wasn't the best time in the hospital. My favourite part of the hospital, and I am including the birth of my child in this, he'd be second, but first was when they'd bring you like a nice roast dinner and like a nice dessert, and like you didn't have the best appetite, so I'd be like just hovering, just being like,
you never ate it.
Give ass of that.
Gives ass of that. Gives ass of that roast dinner that you got for breakfast.
And you'd have to, because that's a contract.
That's the rules, of course.
Do you remember that?
Gives ass of that. We more had giz ends.
Giz ends.
Ends. And you'd be like, well, you're just having me backwash. Rotten.
Oh, yeah, because, yeah. But this would work on anything. Be like, here, give us ass of that.
Give ass of that.
You'd be drinking a bottle of Coke and it'd be like, it would be against laws, international laws, if I said, I want to finish my own bottle of Coke. Like, I called it.
Yeah, it is. No, it is an international
issue.
Oh,
shit. Sometimes you'd backwash on purpose then.
You're like wearing the face off some girl and your friend's like, giz ass of that. You have to. Sorry, I made it weird. But yeah, giz ass of that was good. What else do you remember from growing up in the 2000s? Huh? What?
Nothing.
Was that bad? Yeah, we had giz ends, and yeah, it'd be backwash.
Would it just be drinks or would it be like sweets as well?
Maybe a roll, maybe a 3-in-1.
Oh yeah, a roll for sure.
A 3-in-1, because this was the era that I first discovered what a 3-in-1 was, because we used to hang around in Shankill. We used to hang around, it's gone now, the back of a Chinese called Mr. Lamb's, and a 3-in-1 was like $3.50, and I never really had any disposable income on my person. Some people would be like, moms would give them like a fiver to go out and get some food or whatever. But my mom would be very like, have your dinner at home kind of thing. So like some of my friends would be getting a 3-in-1.
We're making lasagna.
Yeah. I'd be like, what is this delicacy? What is this incredible cuisine that you're enjoying?
Can we turn the heat on?
No, with the 3-in-1, not the lasagna. She wasn't a big lasagna. It would
What
probably
age are you talking about? Because
14, I'd say.
wow, because
That was when I perceived my first
we
3-in-1.
didn't start going to takeaways or Chineses until I'm going to say like 17, 18.
No, we wouldn't go inside it really.
No,
We'd
but
hang
even to
around
go
the
get
back.
it, we'd go to a shop and we'd get rolls there. That would be the food we get. So I never had, and by the time we started going to like, there was a Chinese above, the Spar in petrol station in
Yeah.
Cove.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Oh,
because of
lovely.
there's a Chinese upstairs there,
That's a beautician's now, isn't it?
something
Or
like that.
something else?
And you just get a plain chips and you might get a curry sauce. Someone might get a
A
3-in-1.
2-in-1, some might say.
No,
Oh, it
and
is.
no,
A chips and a curry is a 2-in-1.
no, it's a chips and curry.
Well, it's also a 2-in-1. Are they in a tray together?
They're separate.
Okay.
It's a bag.
Two's becoming one.
It's a bag of chips.
Okay, grand, fine. Pedantic.
Sorry, I'm being contrary on purpose.
You are.
And but by the time we had done that, his ass had departed. So I never was faced
You were
with the
adults
dilemma.
then with your own money, kind
I
of.
was like, get the fuck away from my chips.
What if someone had said giz ass that and it's like your portion of chicken balls?
I'd be like, how can I afford chicken balls?
You'd be like, yeah, fair. If you had them, you're doing very well for
Yeah.
yourself. Now we have our dog who gets ass of everything.
I buy chicken balls just for her. but
Just
then
for her
I
because
have
the
most of them.
spice bag is too spicy, so she needs.
Of course.
Well, very good. That was a lovely bit of nostalgia.
Yeah.
How are we getting on? Because mom has the baby out for a walk, so should we
Will we keep the nostalgia train going, or what do you want to talk about?
should we get to the next segment?
Yeah, what is it?
Well, we're going to talk about Katie Price and her missing husband.
Oh my god, I've actually seen this.
Da 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 da. Hey,
What's that?
that's my new transition sound for the pod.
No, but we have an official one.
I like mine.
Yeah, but
Ya da 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 da. Hey,
segment ends when the music plays.
gives ass to that segment. Okay, so you say you've heard a little bit about this story. So before
Yeah.
we get into it, will we say what
I will
you...
say I've heard about it from you.
Oh, true.
You were there.
I was present, but have you
Are you
heard
doing
of-
this thing now, being like, hey, hey, Duane.
This will be on the test, by the way. I hope you're all writing this down. This could be on your exam.
So, Katie Price, you said, has a husband,
Yeah,
and he's been kidnapped.
allegedly.
And then she sits down and says, right, my husband is missing, baby. And
There actually is a video of her in a supermarket lip syncing to that kind of. I know,
Recently?
I'm not. Yeah, because they're like, can you hear the song that's playing? And she's like, literally, where the hell's my husband? Anyway,
I'm guessing we'll get into it, but like, it's not right, is it?
that's not right.
I will say, and I'm very cautious of doing this, but how can I put this delicately? I didn't recognize her.
I know she does look different in recent years. Yeah, so you hadn't seen her in quite a while, so you were like,
I
"What
haven't
the fuck?
seen
That's
her
Katie Price."
since she took Marcel Sabatier to a premiere in an episode of Dream Team because there was rumors that he might be gay, and in like 2004 football, certainly fictional football, you couldn't do that. And Marcel was like, "I am not gay. I am just French. I like to find out things." And they were like, "Oh, we don't want the gay playing for our club." Like, it was great TV, even though problematic. And then they're like, "We set you up tonight. You're going to go to the pictures." No, what? Let's just say his agent's French as well, because I can't stop doing the accent. You're going to go
you're
to the pictures
slaying that, by the way.
the model Jordan. And then she just comes in and she said, "Oh, don't worry, Marcel. I'm not going to buy. Oh, we just get a couple of pictures and then
Aren't
we'll go
we?
away." And then she went off and he went off. And then they were
Aren't
like,
we?
"You guys went into separate hotel rooms. You do not like the big titted woman."
Because that was excellent. First of all, can I say it was
Like,
really, really good. I like the way.
Why didn't you watch Dream Team?
I like the way but I remember it being on sometimes. But I like the way
That's not the same.
Well, I perceived it. I like the way he was
It's like,
French.
why don't you eat onions? Oh, I remember seeing them.
I remember seeing them and thinking maybe one day. But I like the way he was French, and also he has a secret.
I think he might actually be Moroccan.
Okay, well, French Moroccan
Have
question
I got that
mark?
confusing, or is he French?
I could not possibly say, and to be honest, I don't know if many people. Please let us know if you listening watched Dream Team.
You don't understand how much of a cult Dream Team was. The people who will know about Dream Team won't just go, oh yeah. People who know about Dream Team will go, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I met
Yeah,
Carl
it's an all or
I
nothing.
met Carl Fletcher on a bus once.
Yeah.
And
I remember you text me. You were like, I've just met Carl Fletcher. I was
Holy
like,
shit.
Who the fuck is that?
I was living in London. I was over for your birthday, I believe. And I flew back home on the Monday. It was a bank holiday. And I met my friend Niall Farrell, and we watched Ireland get absolutely battered and not qualify for the World Cup in it was late 2017 for the 2018 World Cup. We go drinking because I know that I'm going to move back to Ireland. So it's like, oh, we'll have a night out. But I'm like walking around with my suitcase because I literally haven't been home since the airport. We go drinking. It's like, oh, just 1 or 2 for the game. All of a sudden, it's 2:00 in the morning and I'm getting the bus home up to the Kilburn High Road. And I'm sitting on my bus and I'm just like,
Do my eyes deceive me?
that cannot be Harchester's greatest goal scorer. That can't be the man who scored 172 Premiership goals, mate. Bosh! That can't be the man who was single-handedly kicking goals in the Premier League, the Champions League, and even won the FA Cup, despite the fact that Prashant Tatane was killed in the final. That can't be the man who, as the team, were trying to get back into the Premier League after match fixing and their goalkeeper took the team hostage and was killed by the police. Now, when they finally could get back to the Premier League and he had been brought back from Saudi Arabia where he had been ousted, and then his wife was in prison and had taken his kid, and then he's going, right, let's get to the team back to the Premier League, that he was killed himself with a peg to the back of the head and then buried in the car of the boot of Don Barker's car, who then drove that car into the team bus, killing all of the team bar 3. Is that Carl Fletcher in front of me? And I went up to him and I went,
Sorry, I hate that just happened.
are you Terry Keeley? And he went, yeah. I went, oh my God, you are a hero of mine. And I pulled up my sleeve and went, oh, that's where me and my friend have considered getting tattoos of 172.
That's so sad. That's where we thought about getting a tattoo, but then thought, no, you're not.
Like,
You could say that to literally every minor celebrity that you meet.
hey, look at that. See that wrist? And he was
Dermot Kennedy, here's where I've thought of getting a tattoo. Sorry.
and he's just like, oh, great.
Not that Dermot Kennedy's a minor celebrity.
And we're
He's huge
chatting
at the moment, and well done.
we're chatting there, and I'm like, will we sit down? And it was awkward because now we're sitting next to each other. I'm like, oh, how are you?
Oh, yeah, that's like, where do we end this?
I'm like, where? He's like, oh yeah, you're Irish, yeah. How'd you find the game
Oh my
tonight?
God, he's fucking dying. He's like, you're Irish, are you?
Well,
You'll
no,
probably talk about that for a while.
He's got the bags, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just coming home. I live up this. Where do you live? And he's like, oh,
What's your address?
he's like, oh, I live up in Cricklewood.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Oh no, that was it. He said, oh yeah, I live up this way in Cricklewood, and he was just like, where do you live? And I went, like in my head, I'm just like, I live on the Kilburn High Road, Carl Fletcher.
Oh my
I live above the McDonald's.
Oh my
The smell
God.
goes through the vents every time I go in the door. And then like I'm just like, oh man, thanks so much for everything. I'm gonna get off in a second. Do you mind if we just get a photo, but not in a weird way?
Not in a pervy way, like.
Well, no, he said, what would be a weird way?
Oh.
And I again, can I add that I'm shit faced? And
Carl Fletcher, can you put me inside one of those suitcases that you have and carry me and just zip open a tiny little bit of it, and that's the picture we'll get together.
I also asked him, does he still act?
That's the worst thing you can say. Are you still doing the acting?
And he was like, oh,
no, I'm on this fucking bus. No, I'm not still acting.
He's like the greeter at like a pretty swanky exclusive private club in London.
There's no way you can say he's the greeter and then up it as much as you want. Like he's.
Well, no,
yeah.
These are famous rich
a
people
hostess.
who have to go, and he's their first point of contact. So I think that actually is a good, an important
He's doing
position.
well for himself. Okay,
And
no shade to anyone because it's
Annabelle's
hard.
in London, I think it's called.
Absolutely no shade because it's hard to make it as acting. So you do have to
But
have
he
other stuff.
did say, oh, I'm doing little bits now and then. But I said, can we take a photo, not in a weird way? And he kind of looked at me and went, what would be a weird way? And
Scaring me now.
I didn't know what the answer to that question was. So then my drunk brain had to answer it and goes, I don't know. Like if you were asleep or something.
That's pretty funny.
And then he was like, all right. And then I took the drunkest, blurriest
Quick,
photo.
pretend to be asleep.
Insert photo. and I left, and I remember going home, and I lay across my two twin beds that had one mattress on them. Or no,
The sign of a great
two mattresses, one
apartment.
sheet that stretched across the two of
Yeah.
them. So you'd kind of slip
Two
between
girls,
them.
one cup.
And I just lay there listening to the rats under the floorboards because holy shit.
Gorgeous. They were loud.
And I remember just smiling, being like,
Antivirus
I was just like,
predecessor.
that guy just made my whole night. And I remember just texting you being like, that was one of the nicest interactions I've ever had.
It's nice sometimes when you meet your heroes and it's good.
Well, like, colour me surprised. I saw him die like 10 years
Oh my
earlier.
God, you're like my nan when she watched Pat Butcher die on EastEnders and she was head in her hands, bawling, crying.
Oh, yeah, it
and
would've
we
been-
had to be like, Nan, you know that she's an actor. Like, it's not real. She's not. She was in. I've never
Have you
seen her
never
cry
cried at
this
a movie?
much. I was like, no, but this was next level. She was crying a lot. Like, I do think she thought the woman who plays Pat Butcher was dying for real, and it was like, it's okay. She's not. She's not. We did have to tell her.
I'd understand your nan if your nan had scored 172 Premiership gold, mate.
Do you know what?
Bosh!
Okay. Do you know
I've been
what?
Carl Fletcher. You've been a waste of time. Thank you. And good night. Ick.
It's kind of beyond that. It's actually like ick in its like truest, fully evolved form that I don't have a name for yet. So
what
I'll
if
need
I
to
tell
think
you
about it.
if there is a
What if I was to tell you
No,
that there was a supreme level of
No,
ick
you need to let me
that
finish.
you can reach?
What if I tell you that if you search Duane Doogan and Carl Fletcher on YouTube, you will find a dance remix I've made of all of his best quotes?
Well, that would be fine because that would mean I'd chosen to seek out this information. Whereas people are going to get into this podcast and it's probably going to have something like Katie Price in the title. And now we've spoken for what seems like 3 hours about Carl Fletcher.
Did you say Katie Price? Oh, see, what I heard was Carl Fletcher.
I get how that happened.
It was like a couple of episodes ago, and you're like, okay, we're going to talk about Sabrina Carpenter, and I just waffled on about Kelly Jones.
Of course, the connection is so clear. But you know what? There is a bit of a connection because you're talking about Katie Price in the Jordan era when she was very much. She was the nation's sweetheart in the UK.
I wouldn't say sweetheart.
Oh no, I know she was a page 3 model, whatever. But people loved her. People really, really liked her, and it would be like if you're gonna get the hot girl to if you need to get someone to play the hot girl on telly, they would be getting Katie Price because it was like definitely for me. I'd say I was like whatever 13, 14. She was like the pinnacle of beauty.
Really?
To me, oh my God, yes.
I thought, like, no disrespect, but I thought she was like, you know, that TV show's probably catered to like teenage boys. It's like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
chuck her on. But I thought maybe in other circles it's like, oh no, she's a bit like trashy or something.
I don't know. I think like maybe, but I think people really loved her. And I think that's why a lot of like women my age now with what she's going through with this husband who we'll talk about, who's clearly a scammer and who multiple women have gone on the record saying he's scammed them out of like hundreds of thousands of pounds, etc. People are like, they're like it's not a joke to me. We don't find her like a punchline or whatever. We're worried about her and we want her to be okay. I think a lot of us feel like we like really personally know Katie Price because we really grew up with her. I feel like I grew up with her. I remember watching her on I'm a Celeb, the one where she met Peter Andre, and she had those cornrows and she was in that jungle shower like out like bathing down the titties, and I was like, that is beauty to me. That is a woman. And like I honestly, she was like a big deal to me and others. And I think we're going to get into what happened. But like, there is not that much difference really between Katie Price and Taylor Swift. Like, they're both very public with their heartbreaks. They both are getting messy relationships and then they talk about it very publicly. And their fans connect with them more because they talk about it publicly. And their fans, both cohorts, are very, very defensive of them. And it's just, the only difference is Taylor Swift's parents were like, here, get your guitar, we're moving to Nashville to make you a country star. And Katie Price's mum was like, yeah, you should try modelling. So like, when people make fun of her, I think it's coming from a classist place, to be honest. But let's talk about it. Her husband, Lee Andrews, allegedly, definitely not his real name.
Who is he?
He's a man, he's just a con artist. He's from the UK, living in Dubai. He says he owns like an electric car company called Aura. Like, he is kind of like he's just your typical, he's like HS what?
I thought I just.
It's a good name for a fake
No,
electric
but for a
car
scammer,
company.
I want him to be really like. I was like, he has an electric car company called Vroom Vroom.
That would be good. I like when I saw Aura, I was like, good name, convincing. I was like, yeah, it does. It reads fake
Is it
electric
your
car.
perception that he's a scammer?
No, no, no. Multiple women have come out being like, he's scammed me out of like, I mean, from the lower levels, there's like women making videos being like, he scammed me out of £1,000, and then other women being like, hundreds of thousands. His ex, Alana Percival, she was just on a podcast called Block, Delete, Move On, and she was talking about, so she, when him and Katie Price got engaged. I don't know if you saw this. It was in January of this year, and it was like this big extravagant engagement with like roses, like bougie room in Dubai, very like Dubai vibe, very English person living in Dubai, a little bit trashy kind of thing. And sorry to any of you listening, but
Sorry to trashy English
sorry
listeners.
to trashy English fuckers.
You know who you are.
They do.
If you're English,
You're trash, including my mother. No, she's of Irish. Her parents are both Irish. Okay.
just digging holes.
So she had this big engagement, and then this woman came out being like, so this is the January she got engaged, and this woman comes out and is like, he proposed to me in the exact same hotel room, the exact same flower arrangements, the exact same ring, everything in September 2025, now 2026, January for Katie Price. So that was the first indication that like this guy is a bit of a scammer. Also, they'd been together a week when they got engaged, him and Katie Price. So but like we know.
Does she have money?
See, there's been all this stuff that she's been in debt over the years and whatever, but I don't think he is necessarily targeting rich women. He's targeting very vulnerable women who he knows what they want to hear. He knows that like maybe they've been unlucky in love, but they really believe in love and they're like, this guy will be the one. He swoops in, tells them what they want to hear. They might not necessarily have a lot of money, but they're vulnerable enough that they will give it to him. Do you know what I mean? So it's that kind of thing.
Look, you got to earn a living somehow.
Yeah, it's a noble profession being a Tinder swindler.
The oldest profession.
It is, but so there's she was the first one to come out to be like, he's proposed to me in the exact same way, and then there was
there more?
Yeah,
Oh my
well,
God.
not the proposal thing, but there's loads of women coming out being like, he conned me out of like thousands of euro. Your one, Alana Percival, who he proposed to, she was on this podcast, Block, Delete, and Move On, and like there's a lot more kind of serious accusations as well, like coercive control and more and etc. Which I think like ongoing stuff around that. But
Bad guy.
bad guy. He's a bad guy. So then her and him were meant to appear on Good Morning Britain to kind of like defend him against these scammer allegations. This is about a week ago.
That I would like to see.
You'd love it. Katie shows up. She's on her own. He hasn't been able to get out of Dubai. She doesn't know where he is. First of all, it's like, oh, he's on some business over there that he couldn't get out of. Now it's turning out that he has a travel ban. So apparently, right, this came out when he proposed to Katie Price. He's unable to leave Dubai after allegedly forging his ex-girlfriend Dina Taji's signature to secure a £200,000 loan. So that could be one of the reasons. There's other bits going on. Apparently his dad has a travel ban as well. His dad also lives in Dubai because his dad has been like bailing him out loads of times. So like maybe trying to borrow money in not good ways. They both have a travel ban. He wasn't appearing on Good Morning Britain. So then...
See, this sounds a lot more serious than the funniness that I wanted to come to.
Don't worry.
Is that, if you don't mind me just bring this up now,
Yeah.
is that all I knew about the situation is she's like, hey, my husband's missing. And then everyone's like, oh, shit, are you all right? And then a couple of days later she posts, God, my husband's missing. But you know what I love to do?
You know, I really need to relax at the moment.
When your husband's missing, there's only one thing you can do. Supreme CBD oil.
Can you work on your accent a bit? I need to...
When you are missing, there is only one thing that you want.
Oh, you're doing the French Moroccan question
Yeah, but I think
mark
I've
now.
lost it entirely.
Guys, as you know, my husband's been missing and I'm really, really stressed. So when I'm stressed, I love Supreme CBD gummies. The gummies are delicious. And now you can get 10% off Katie10, missing husband 10. Use code at checkout.
See, those for 10 would be great.
I am not taking the piss out of her because genuinely I feel for her a lot. But she did. Look, there's a
But
lot
you
of.
say that she's in the supermarket being like, baby.
Well, that's my husband. Well, look, she knows she's seen as a fucking joke at the moment, and like,
Yeah, but
she
no,
knows
it's not about perception. It's like just about if you're sad and you're worried.
if you're
You
sad and you're
probably won't be
worried.
going, you know what? Probably make some content out of
She's
this.
she's a mother. She's got mouths to feed and she's got a mortgage to pay. If she knows there's a load of eyes on her, more people are visiting her page than usual. Do you know what? Yes, I will flog my CBD gummies. And she's dead right. She's a businesswoman at heart. So then, when he didn't arrive, it was like, okay, where is he? Then
I can't imagine too many people are flying from Dubai to go appear on Good Morning Britain.
yeah, but if you're
They're usually like, and now from Herefordshire, a cat who loves bacon sarnies.
But the reason he has to appear is because he's a scammer that he's having to like come out and deny. But whatever, this travel ban, okay? Then Katie Price says he's been kidnapped, right? That he sent her a FaceTime where he's wearing some sort of hood. She said, not a balaclava, a different kind of hood. His hands are in cable ties and he's in the back of a dirty van. But he still found the time to FaceTime her because, quote, the kidnappers took 2 of his phones. They don't know about this secret third phone that I have. Anyone with 3 phones allegedly on their person, probably not a great guy. Where'd you even put them?
But didn't he find at the time, this is the only bit of information I learned, didn't he find time to follow some European model?
So that was recently. So that's like, I mean,
He's like, look, I'm stuck in the back of a van. I want to look at some titties.
I need some entertainment. So yeah, while he's in the back of the van, he does have time to do, because he's moving on to his next victim.
How can you maneuver yourself with cable ties?
He's just like, here, lads, to his captors. Here's like, listen, I know like we're in a situation at the moment, but here, can you just, maybe he clicked follow with his tongue.
You have to feed me. You have to give me water. And you have to, yoo-hoo.
You have to let me see titties, man to man. If men kidnap men, they'd be like, yeah, fair enough. Like, we know you have needs. We'll let you see your tits.
It's human rights.
Yeah, it's human rights to...
Your basic human rights. One phone call, one meal, one
2
titty.
tits. Oh, just one. He's like, I'll show you one, and then you get to see the second on good behaviour.
Well, you're still kidnapped. Let's not take the piss.
Exactly. You have one, and you can imagine the other one.
Like, Nelson Mandela's long walk to freedom wasn't about peace and everything. It was like, I'm not going to do the accent.
We've done enough.
To finally see
today.
2 titties.
That is that famous
What's
quote.
his wife's name again?
That should have been what you got tattooed. Huh?
His wife's name?
Oh, we're not sure.
Winnie?
Maybe.
Starts with a W.
Maybe. But basically, he's still missing. He has been active on his phone. That's been the most recent development. Katie Price has now
Doesn't
said...
want to lose that Duolingo streak.
Absolutely not. He needs to do Wordle.
I'm learning English.
She's taken a step back from it now because I think she feels a little bit embarrassed and a little bit like, right, whatever, I'm not dealing with this, and she's taken a step back. He is missing ? Could be in a Dubai prison ? His dad has come out and said he's in a Dubai prison, but we think he's really just
This is part of the scam.
Yeah, he's just legged it. A lot of people are saying Katie Price is in on it. She's using it to flog her CBD oil.
I'd be up for that.
I know, it'd be a bit of crack, wouldn't it? But I
As you
don't
said,
think...
she's a mother. She's got mouths to feed.
It would be an amazing long con. She's like, yeah, I'll marry the fully evolved form of HS Tiki-Toki.
She can plead the fifth and be like, oh, he forced me to be along with it. Or he manipulated me.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing.
Get some serious criminal barristers on the case who could really get her a good deal with
I'm just trying to raise my family and live in peace.
Beautiful. She did release a song for him on her Instagram.
No.
You can reach me by telephone. You got 3 of them. You can reach me. What are the other lyrics of that song? You can reach me by telephone. Do you know that song?
Katie Price's husband song?
No, but it's a cover.
Oh.
Okay, you don't know it, but you do know the version of A Whole New World that she brought out with Peter Andre after they got married.
Nope.
I'll show it to you after this. So, what was I saying there? She's taken a step back.
Peter Andre
His
just coming in
dad
and
said,
being like, Katie, whoa, 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 mysterious husband.
"Where the fuck has he gone?" Peter Andre is a bit of a prick about Katie Price. They all are. They're all just
Is he wearing t-shirts yet?
Would you?
My best friend,
Would you?
when I was in England, had a picture of Peter Andre topless by a pool with cream jeans on. And it was the only poster in his room, and he had a pretty big room, but the poster was like 2 A4. It was just like sellotaped to the middle of the wall, and it would just be like that's really stands out. Like whatever.
That's a picture in a weird way.
It's like whatever the poster was. It could be a poster of your family. It could be writing gigs. Whatever it is, it looked mental on its own. But then you're just going like, oh, it's the topless picture of Peter Andre who's looking very sexy, and then I'd be like, here, mate, is this yours? And I'd turn around, and he's just honestly, he's in the room topless in his own pair of white jeans.
So
And I'm just like,
I'd say
whoa.
white jeans were kind of hard. You said, whoa, whoa, whoa. White jeans were probably hard to come by back then. Weren't as big a thing, no?
Well, look, he wanted to dress like Peter Andre.
No, I mean, fair play to him. Like, he was committed to it.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Well, a bit of love to Peter Andre did just perform at Venezuela Fury's wedding, bringing it full circle to last week.
I've heard enough about the Furies.
How much have we lived through since then? Now Katie Price's husband is missing. She's taken a step back from it. He is allegedly in prison, or maybe he's just like, oh, I'm not with Katie Price anymore, so I've got a fake name and I'm moving to Australia.
Well, I don't think we need to worry about him. Catch me up. What's going on now?
She's
still
removing
pleading?
herself from the situation. People are saying she's in on it. It's a big long con. She's saying
Is she getting
had
caught out a
absolutely
little bit, do you think?
No, I don't think she
What's
did
your
have
view?
any. I don't think she had anything to do with it. I think she's a lover girl. I relate to that myself. It's like you go on one date and you're like, well, obviously we're engaged now. That's
the
her
only
kind of
reason you stuck with
vibe.
me?
Pretty much, honestly.
3 dates in, you're like, bollocks.
Yeah.
I've no choice though.
I'm like, we're committed to the bit. He was a scammer.
You're just
he
sitting
was
there
a
every day being
scammer
like,
boy. He said, see you later.
I really hope Duane gets kidnapped today.
Be ideal if someone put a hood over him. Not a balaclava, more a different hoodie type of hood.
What product would you then go on Instagram to flog if I'm missing?
Oh, that's a good question.
Look down the barrel of the camera, give me the start of the ad, and then at the end, I want you to reveal the product.
Guys, as you know for me, I've had an absolute nightmare the last few days. My husband is missing, and when I need to relax, I need to make sure my Crocs are comfortable in sport mode. So I've got these extendable Croc back things. We won't clip this because I'm just not really liking it. I do extended Croc backs because mine are a little bit short. I feel
10% off Crocs though is still up for like.
I need to add 10% on. Am I right? Because they're a bit too short. Anyway,
Maybe
I
it's
hope
you
you're
who should
okay,
get kidnapped.
Can someone please kidnap me? Because I've had enough.
Because I keep having a relationship with my son. Look, I've learned a lot about Katie in Katie's world.
Do you have any other questions?
No.
Uh-huh.
There's only one word I want to go to. It's Duane's world.
Duane's world! Duane's world! It's mother flipping Duane's world! Oh, baby!
Fiona.
Hiya.
This week, Mo Salah has just left Liverpool, and
Yes.
we're all very sad. My dad was in bits yesterday, and as was many people around Anfield. And I was going to get into why he left. I thought that's the way to kind of like, not to, I need to bring
Pique
you in.
my interest.
Yeah, but I was like, oh, there's like real like bitchy drama between him and the manager, and that's what's led
And
to
I
it.
love that.
But I'm not sure. I want to if I want to talk about this, we need a little bit more time.
Grant.
So it's not a little Duane's World segment. I think we need to give it the respect it deserves. So maybe some week I'm going to tell you about a lot of football's famous bust-ups because there is good ones. And
I love that.
They are quite handbaggy.
It's a bit of a Kim Cattrall SJP situation. Mo Salah's not going to put himself in a situation
What did you
where
say?
he's not. Kim Cattrall SJP from Sex and the City.
What's SJP?
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Oh, see, when you say SJP, I think of sexy James Pearce. James Pearce
Okay.
is a reporter for the Liverpool Echo.
Right, well, it all comes back to Liverpool.
And he's sexy because sometimes he says Liverpool are signing the player, and it's like, good man.
That's quite sexual.
But I thought I will keep a football theme, but based on what we were talking earlier in the episode, I think rather than that, I'm just going to play you my Carl Fletcher dance remix.
That's perfect. I could honestly not ask for better.
What's that supposed to mean? You may be smashing it in the championship. Oh, really? 172 Premiership goals, mate. Oh, really? Eh? What's that supposed to mean? Eh? Oh, really? Yeah. One more thing. Oh, really? Bosh! Oh, really? Eh? Bosh! I think you're forgetting I'm the best player this club's ever had. Yeah. One more thing. Oh, really? Bosh! 172 Premiership goals, mate. Oh, really? Eh? Bosh! Bosh! Oh, really? You may be smashing it in the championship. Oh, really? 172 Premiership goals, mate. Oh, really? Eh? 172 Premiership goals, mate. Oh, really? Eh? What's that supposed to mean? Eh? Oh, really? Bosh! 172 Premiership goals, mate. Bosh! Goals, mate. 172. Bosh! Oh, really? Eh? Bosh! I think you're forgetting I'm the best player this club's ever had. Yeah. One more thing. Oh, really? Bosh! I've been Carl Fletcher. You've all been a waste of time. Thank you and good night.
There you go, guys. Thanks very much
Yeah,
for being here.
thank you. It's been good. I think we're gathering up steam now. We're
think
slowly
so.
starting to build up. It's a couple of weeks in. Maybe you're coming back. Maybe you're listening to a few more. Maybe this is your first one. Maybe you're going back. But what you're not doing too quickly, there's more people listening than are following us on Spotify. And we want the followers on Spotify so that we get all the cool little perks that Spotify give us. So go follow us on Spotify and wherever you actually do things. But mainly Spotify and Instagram.
If you want to know what's under Duane's emotional support cushion, follow us on Instagram, Spotify, and wherever you get your podcasts.
And what's our tag?
At Men Welcome Pod.
Yeah, at Ben Welcome Pod. You'll learn it one day. Have you logged in yet?
No, that's because I couldn't do it due to something with my Facebook. Goodbye. Oh, hey there. It's that there's more to life than sports. Oh, hey there. Then, what are they again? Oh, hey there. And stereophonics. Fuck's sake. Okay.